नमस्ते, हमेशा खुश रहो बिटिया। माई सेल्फ डॉक्टर दीप्ति बिष्ट, प्रोफेसर, डिपार्टमेंट of Chiकित्सा, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. Today's the topic we are going to discuss is Vatrap, which can be called gout in modern science, and it is a metabolic disorder. So let's start the topic. Vatrap. Now, in Ayurveda text, Vatrap is described as Vatascha Raktamcha and Khudvat. Means there is dissociation of Vata dosh and Rakta dosh in body, and which then together cause the disease Vatrap. In modern science, a disease in which defective metabolism of uric acid causes arthritis, especially in a smaller bones of feet, deposition of chalk stones, and episodes of acute pain is considered as gout. Now, the clinical presentation, it is usually present as a painful form of arthritis and caused by excess uric acid in the blood and tissues, frequently affects the large joints of the big toe. Although any joint can be affected, acute gouty arthritis is sudden onset of joint pain caused by an inflammatory reaction to precipitate uric acid deposits in the joint, occurs predominantly in men, and it tends to run in families. Now, the causes, exact causes are unknown. Overweight, eating a diet rich in meat and seafood, and drinking too much alcohol are some causes. Except this, some medicines like aspirin and niacin, which have the capacity to reduce the amount of salt and water in the body, also considered as the cause. Again, some major illness like rapid weight loss or high BP, and with this, an inborn disease called Kelly-Miller syndrome or Lesch-Nyhan syndrome have a partial and complete deficiency in enzyme that helps to control uric acid levels. So these are the some causes. In Ayurveda, various hetus are described like Lavanamla Katushar Snigdh Ushna, Ajeen Bhojan. With this, Viruddh Viruddh Adhyashan Krodh, Divaswapna Prajagat, and it mainly affects in the uh, very sensitive and sedentary lifestyle having persons, Prayasha Sukumaranam Mishannan Sukbhujitam, who eat a very sweet or very heavy diet. With this, a Chankraman Shilanam, that means the sedentary lifestyle, these are the causes of Vatarak. Now, Purvaru, the Pururup as described in Ayurvedic texts are mainly Svedo Atyartham Nava, means either there is excessive of sweating or almost no sweating. Kashne, the blackening of the area. Sparshagyatam means there is loss of sensation of that area. Shatyatirup means some uh, if there is some cut or some injury, then there will be excessive blood flowing from that point. And also the other purvas like Sandhi Shatriyam Alasyam Sadanam Pidiko Udgaman Janu Jango Uru Kate Sahas Padang Sandhishu Nistoda Puranam Vedo Gurutvam Sukti Revcha Kandu Sandhischuruk Bhutva Bhutva Nashyati Chastrata Vavarnya Mandal Utpatti Vatasrak Purva Lakshanam Charak Chikitsa. Now the Lakshan, the symptoms are warmth, pain, swelling and extreme tenderness in a joint, usually a big toe joint. These symptoms is called podagra. The pain often starts during the night. It may get worse, quickly last for hours and be so intense that even light pressure from a sheet is intolerable. Very red or purplish skin around the affected joint. The joint may appear to be infected and limited movement in the affected joint is there. Peeling and itching of the skin around the affected joint as the gout gets better. In Ayurveda, the pain due to gout is considered as the pain, uh, the pain the pain cut done by the rat bite. Now, these are the gout stages. High uric acid, when symptoms are none, but when it flares, the symptoms are there is excessive joint inflammation and pain, and there are some intercritical periods when there are no pain. And in advanced gout conditions, symptoms are frequent or constant joint pain, lumps and bumps or tophi are also formed, and these intercritical periods can be sometimes converted to acute flares in various stages, and otherwise they lead to the advanced gout. This is the picture of the swollen and inflamed joint. Masses of uric acid or tophi deposited in the joint spaces, and the uric acid crystals are also seen. Now the Samprapti, according to Ayurveda, Vayurvirvibdho Vradhen Rakten Varitapati Kritasnam Sandushe Raktam Tajkeyam Vatshonitam means there is vitiation of Vatosh and there is vitiation of Raktadosh independently, and whenever this happens, the vitiated Vadosh when travels through the Rakta Dhatu, it also vitiated, or when it travels to the various body organs or strotas, it combined with the vitiated rakt and they get collected in the joint spaces and called the Vatrakt dosh. This is the pathogenesis. Virudh or Vidahi Aha leads to Agni Dushti, which leads to impaired metabolism of protein in urine, formation of excessive uric acid, or we can call it Tam Pitta, Am Yukta Pitta, and ultimately when Vata Prakop is there, this leads to Rakta Dushti. So there is Avran of Vata. Disease profile, dosh is basically picked with Vat, Dusha is Rakt, and Rog Marg is Madhyam. चिकित्सा विरेच्य स्नेह आदो स्नेह युक्त विरेचन रुक्षवा मृदुभि शस्त्रम कृत बस्ती कर्म च सेक अभ्यम प्रध्यन स्नेह प्रायो विदाहीन वात्रक्त प्रशंसते. So the main line of treatment is virechan. Then basically virechan is given, and before giving virechan, specific oilation or snehan should be done, and then virechan medicines which are given should be combined with some oily materials. And besides this, Vastikarm is considered the main chikitsa of Vatrakta dosh. With this, some sake Abhyang Pradhe is also mentioned. The principles of medications in short are Virechan, Pittashaman, Rakta Prasadan, Jalokavcharan, externally Parishek, Lepan, Dravyas like Amrita, Shatavari, Amalki, Gokshur and Kopalaksh, Kalp like Parushak, Grat, Jivaniya Grat, Madhuparniya Adi Tel, Sukumarak Tel, Amritadya Tel, Mahapadmak Tel, Khud Padmak Tel, Shatpak Madhu Tel, Shatpak or Sahstrapak, Bala Tel, Pindi Tel. These are some specific medicines for gout. Pathya don't daytime sleep, Santap, Vyayam, Mathun, Katu Lavan Amla, excessive use of these foods, Ushn, Guru and Abhijam. And what the patient should do, Puran, Yav, Godum, Shalishashtik. And in meat, Vishikar and Pratus is advisable. Adak, Chanak, Murt, Masur, Yush and Grat. In Shak, Sunishnik, Vetagr, Kakmachi, Shatavari, Vastuk, Podika, Survachal should be fried in grit or mansras. Cow, buffalo and goat milk is advised. So in case of complications, Nado, Shastam, Sneham, Vranganam, if there is complication, then the Snehan and Vrangan is not advisable. Vyayam, Shodhan, Arisht, Mutrapan and Virechan. Basically, Ruksh Virechan is advisable. And with this, Bhedam, Shodhan and Rupan should be done if there is excessive complication. The principles of management of gout. In case there is acute gout, use of non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, colchicine and steroids, prevention of recurrent attacks. The drugs used for this are basically probenecid and sulfenazole, xanthine oxidase inhibitors like allopurinol and febuxostate. Modifying risk factors should also be watched. Patient should be advised to reduce body weight. Diet should be controlled. No alcohol, no alcohol and diuretics, and then hypertension should be controlled. Principles of prevention from gout attacks: eat healthy food regularly. Lose weight if you are too heavy. Avoid alcohol-free drinks. Drink water or true milk if you are thirsty. Avoid foods that raise the uric acid levels like meat, of whale, shellfish, and oily fish. These are some modern medications like xanthine oxidase inhibitors class and uricosuric agents, uricase agents, anti-gout agents, and analgesics. Now, how gout medications work? Basically, the allopurinol group reduce the conversion of purine to uric acid. Similarly, probenecid can reduce the conversion of uric acid to crystal deposits. So these are some the pictures depicting some of the functions or some of the mode of the actions of the drug. Differential diagnosis can be done with the disease like rheumatoid arthritis, where the main feature is R factor will be positive, decalcification diminished space will be seen on X-ray. Rheumatic arthritis, where ASO titer and ESR will be raised, there will be CRP. Osteoarthritis, X-rays will depict joint spaces diminished and osteophyte. Similarly, syphilitic arthritis, tubercular arthritis, and hemophilic joint are also the disease to be considered for differential diagnosis. Here, the lab investigations are useful tools to make the clear-cut differentiation. Thank you all. Hope you like the digital class. If you have any query, please let me know. I will try to resolve it. Thank you. Have a nice day.